Hello, everybody. My name is George Guerra, and I'm here with our 2019 top agent from the Florida Keys, BJ Bourne. BJ, how are you today?
Hi, good morning. I'm good. Thank you.
BJ, can you let our audience know a little bit about your history, a little bit of how you got into real estate?
Sure. Well, in 1990, I wanted to sell my own home, and the real estate agent that I hired just couldn't get it sold. So I just get a state license just to have access to the MLS. And I sold my home, and then I just enjoyed it and went on to open my own real estate office in 1991. And the rest is history, basically.
The rest is history. Going through your bio before today's interview, I saw that you were president of the Board of Realtors in Homestead in 1995 and through 1996,
Yeah.
and that you were Realtor of the Year in 1996.
Mm-hmm.
How cool is that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I've been asking a bunch of our top agents several questions, and I'm not going to leave you off the hook. The first question is, what are you doing during these relevant times, or to stay relevant during these unprecedented times?
Well, the first thing I'm doing is I'm learning how to do these Zoom meetings. So I'm enjoying that. I've joined Zoom, and I'm getting into social media and just staying current with a lot more people and just using the.
I think our audience is looking to see how we're performing today. You know, the audience today is not searching for that brand new agent. They're looking for somebody with experience. And no doubt, I've been watching you. I've been seeing the way you communicate. And no doubt you stepped outside of your comfort box, and you're getting behind the camera, talking to your clients, letting people know what's going on. And I think those that see you, really resonate and really trust what you're saying. So I can see how the success from that is really taking off. So being a top agent is not a small feat, and you've been one for a very long time. Let me ask you a question. What is your most successful prospecting technique?
Well, I have old school and new school. I sort of do a combination. So everybody has a different strategy. And I would just say that just the communication and using social media combined with the telephone and just staying in touch with people, it's so important. Everyone wants to know what's happening in the Keys. That's like the topic of the year, like the Keys, what's going on.
So you know what, people always ask me, George, what type of technology are you using? What are you doing to get business? And the best tool is still the phone. So awesome. That's awesome to hear.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So check this out. Besides prospecting, going out there and telling people what you do, from a marketing perspective, what is your favorite way to get your consumers' eyes on you, your brand, and what you're selling?
Well, I do direct mailing. I send out through Facebook, all my information through Facebook. We also started doing a newsletter, which we have found our past clients and current clients have enjoyed getting, because it keeps them up to date with everything that's going on, the new listings, not just my listings, the whole business. And that's really important, to just be in touch and know the inventory, what's out there, what things are selling for, and just keeping current with everything that's going on, because things are changing very quickly, as you know.
BJ, talk to me for a second about your clientele. Is it local? Is it national? Is it a mix of both? Talk to me.
Well, if you would have asked me that question before this pandemic thing, I would have said, oh, it's everyone coming from Fort Lauderdale and Miami. They want to, get away for a weekend or whatever. But recently I've sold a property to someone from Iowa, and I've heard of people coming from Arizona. So basically a lot of people have heard, I think if they're considering, if they have to be in the quarantine, that they'd rather be here in the Keys or out on their boat quarantining, like we've had the privilege to be able to do during these strange times.
Absolutely. All right. My next question is, what makes you different from other realtors? What superpower do you possess in this industry?
The fact that I'm here 30 years and love it and still love it. But seriously, I really think my superpower is that it can be exactly are not exactly a good idea of what I'm going to be showing them while they're still on the phone with me. So I can, because I'm very familiar with the inventory, I pretty much match them up as we're speaking. So I think that's a superpower, just being able to match them up. And if they are asking for something like that we don't have here in the Keys, I'm able to tell them that too. Like, you know, beach property with a fireplace and 6,000 square foot right on the ocean. It's pretty hard to find for 100,000. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, listen, experiences half the battle, and the Keys is such a unique market that I can see how that experience pays dividends with your clients. This is also a question that I get asked all the time, and I would love to talk to a 30-year veteran in the industry, and it's a simple question, maybe a little difficult to answer, but what would you tell a BJ born 30 years ago that just passed her real estate license? What advice would you tell her 30 years ago?
Don't give up. Just keep on going. Just don't give up. Whatever you do, the business is a tough business, but it's so rewarding. And if you just stick with it, the rewards are good. And you meet people, and you have everything's different. You make new friends. It's a great industry. I love it.
So you know what? I also echo that. Don't give up. You know, I've been doing it for 22 years, not as long as you have, but this business does test you. It does test your confidence, and you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that no matter how bad it gets, that you some way, somehow, well, obviously through hard work and consistency, are going to overcome and do very well. So that's good to hear. Confidence is awesome. So 10 years from now, where do you see yourself, BJ, in real estate or in life? Talk to me.
10 years from now, I really hope that, I know that I'm always going to be in the real estate business in some shape or form. I'm always going to have my fingers in the business because I just love it. So there's, you do your passion, but I do want to spend time traveling. I have 6 grandchildren that I love and I'd like to travel with, and I like to show the world. And so in 10 years from now, I'll probably do a little less real estate, but I'm teaching my son and my daughter-in-law, who are both like
So BJ, my next question is, what do you value the most? What is your why? What gets you going in our industry?
I would say my grandchildren are my why. I could go on and on about them, but
yeah, six. What's the
Mm-hmm.
oldest? How old and how young are they?
My oldest is actually here now with me. He's 15, and my youngest is going to be 2, July 12th.
Do they all live in the Keys with you, or no? Or are they scattered?
They all live in the Keys. Yes, no, they all live right here.
So you and Frank Lasco are super blessed to have everybody there on the island with you guys.
I'm sorry, George, that didn't come through clearly.
I said you and Frank are very lucky to have your whole family there on the island.
We definitely are. Yes.
And the youngest is how old?
He'll be 2 years old, July 12th.
Wow, so you definitely have your hands full. And not just a quick question. Tell me about your Keys family. What type of activities do you guys do in the Keys as a family?
Well, we just had July 4th, so right behind me, you can see we have a waterway here, and they do paddleboarding, canoeing, kayaking, everything right out here. We go boating, we spearfish. I love spearfishing. We do mostly a lot of boating, and we like to go to the beach too. There's an Esquí beach. We go to the beach. We just go boat riding and we go in the pool. We like outdoors. We are outdoor people. So we enjoy it.
BJ, the reason why I asked that is I know I have people from South Florida, maybe even from all over the U.S. that are wondering about that Keys lifestyle. What draws people to the Keys? I call it the Keys disease. Once you go over that bridge, all your problems stay behind, and it's a whole entire other world. So for me, I love to hear how families like you guys get together, how you spend your weeks, your weekends, and what type of pastimes you do over there. And I know that it's an outdoor community. You guys aren't inside watching TV. You guys are out there barbecuing, fishing, getting together, and really enjoying life.
Yes. One of my friends came over I just learned how to play dominoes. So we've had a little domino tournament going here over 4th of July weekend. It was really a lot of fun. So we just all get together. We do things. We like sit outside. We have a tiki hut, and everybody comes over, and we just enjoy people. So
I love it. I love it. In 10 years, BJ, I see myself moving down to the Keys, being one of your neighbors, and living that lifestyle as well. My last question, and this is one that's dear to my heart, is, what do you love about RESF?
I'm so glad you asked me that, George. I'm dying to tell you that. So 30 years ago, I had to sell real estate from an MLS book that was about this thick with a little tiny picture, black and white picture of a house. And nowadays, thanks to you, George, you are so up to date on technology and videos and being able to market. And I'm so intrigued by that. And I'm very grateful to you for those tools that you offer through our office. And I feel like that's just one of the awesome things that you do, not to mention all the training that you do, and you staying active and current with everything, and it's appreciated, and it shows in our office, and I'm grateful to be part of that.
Well, listen, very much like you, this is my passion as well. And in South Florida, our business is one of those most competitive industries out there. And
yes,
for me, I love to be competitive. I love to stay in the middle of it, and I love to help agents build them up and help them grow their business. But more importantly, it's agents like you that are resourceful, that see the opportunity, that take advantage of the technology, that know how to leverage it in your business. That really makes my job super fun to get up in the morning and make it worthwhile. And again, it's agents like you that are part of that RESF DNA. It's those phone calls. George, how do I do this? George, how do I make this better? It's that want, that drive that makes you a better agent. And for me, that fuels me to work harder and to get more involved and to do more things. So with that being said, I want to thank you for, again, being part of our DNA. And I look forward to the 2020 interview. Hopefully it's going to be in our studio office. BJ, if anybody that's watching this wants to move down to the Keys or needs to sell a property, what's the best way that they can get a hold of you?
You can either call me on my phone, 305-619-0240, or you can go to my website, borntosellthekeys.com, and that's where you can get a hold of me. I look forward to talking to anyone. And
if you're watching us on Facebook, I'm going to tag her on top, so make sure you link up with her. BJ, again, it was a pleasure talking to you, and I'll see you soon. Stay safe out there and be good.
Yeah.